This ABC 15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Danielle Lerner with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. The Navajo Nation is pushing for an investigation into the death of a Fort Hood soldier. U.S. Army Private Carlton L. Chi died Friday after collapsing during a training exercise at the Fort Hood Army post in Texas. He was 25 years old. Chi is one of 28 soldiers to die at Fort Hood just this year. The Army has stated it will investigate those deaths and how the post is managed. But tonight, the Navajo Nation is emphasizing that need in a statement, saying in part, our young Navajo warriors who choose to continue the valorous legacy shared by our Navajo code talkers deserve the greatest assurances from our military leaders that their service is not in vain. This holiday weekend marked by dangerously high temperatures, and that's already causing some problems for people trying to enjoy their time off. Today, we know of at least 5 distress calls from hikers feeling the intensity of that heat. Thankfully, none of them were seriously hurt or sick, but rescue crews did have to guide all of them to safety. Now, throughout the weekend, the Salvation Army will have its heat relief stations up to help people cool off. They're spread out all across the valley, and we have all of those locations up for you right now at ABC15.com. Arizona DPS also sharing some advice to stay safe on the roads this holiday weekend. First, they say check your tire pressure and your fluid levels. Make sure you know the conditions where you're going. If you see impaired drivers or any dangers on the road, call 911 to report it. And especially in the heat, there are some extra things you need to consider.
When you are traveling, make sure you do have plenty of water with you, food, just in case that should happen or you find yourself stuck in traffic. You know, again, it's warm. Make sure people are hydrated even when they're in their cars.
We have also seen several devastating fires sparked by cars driving along our Arizona highways. So just another reminder not to park in tall grass. Health experts, meantime, they're concerned this Labor Day weekend could lead to a spike in coronavirus cases if people don't follow safety precautions. We saw that after Memorial Day weekend when there was very little social distancing or enforcement. We did speak with the director of public health at the University of Arizona College of Medicine in Phoenix, and he says he hopes by now people understand the seriousness of the virus.
My concern is that there's so many things that are opening right now, all at the same time, and even if they are at limited capacity, people get a false sense of security that if something's open, that means it's completely safe. And that's just not true.
Health experts say there are ways to get together this weekend safely. Gather outdoors, wear masks, practice social distancing, and keep groups to 10 people or fewer. Today, the state health department reporting 836 new cases of coronavirus, pushing our statewide total of confirmed cases over 205,000. The percentage of tests coming back positive is at 5% today. It was at 11% yesterday. The state also reporting 36 new deaths. The total number of lives lost now stands at 5,207. With safety concerns and economic challenges from the coronavirus pandemic, nearly 3/4 of Americans did not travel over the summer. That's according to a survey from personal finance website valuepenguin.com. 44% of those surveyed didn't use any of their paid time off over the summer. And when they were asked why, they said they were concerned about furloughs or layoffs. Some felt guilty asking for time off since they were working from home. And those who did go on vacation mostly chose to hit the road instead of the sky. And with so many people still working from home, traffic in the valley still way below the levels we saw before the pandemic started. The Maricopa Association of Governments saying traffic in August still down 18% compared to normal. We have seen more delivery trucks out there, though. That was up 8% this last week of August.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We did it again, Phoenix. We hit another record high. We topped it at 115 earlier this afternoon, beating the previous record of 113 set back in 1945. And we're not done yet with the excessive heat. The warnings remain in effect through Labor Day with highs anywhere from 109 to 113, perhaps even hotter in a few spots. So, of course, we're going to be in weather action mode, so limit your outdoor activities, not just Sunday, but also Labor Day. Overnight tonight, lows in the 50s and 60s up to the north, 70s, 80s, and 90s to the south and west, with highs on Sunday anywhere from 90 in Flagstaff to 118 in Bullhead City, so very hot in Mojave County. 7-day forecast showing those temperatures staying through at least Monday at 111 and 112, and then cooling down thanks to a storm that'll impact areas to our east, but it'll provide some cooler temperatures for Arizona, especially Wednesday and Thursday, with highs in the upper 90s.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.